Have you ever walked into a classroom expecting a normal day, only to find confusion, missing plans, and technology that simply refuses to cooperate? That happened to me recently. What followed became one of the most important lessons of my career. And not a lesson for the students, not even a lesson for me, but a lesson for another teacher. And for every educator listening today, because there is an old saying that still holds true in every school, every workplace, and every profession. If your house is made of glass, don't throw stones at others. Yesterday, I stepped in to substitute for a teacher who was absent. Now, I say this humbly, I have been teaching and subbing for over 20 years. I've seen classrooms at their best and at their worst. So when I walked into this room, I immediately noticed the problem. No clear lesson plans, no organized materials, no structure to guide the day. Even the presentation wasn't working. But here's the key. I didn't panic. I didn't complain. I didn't criticize. Because professional teachers don't look for excuses, they look for solutions. I smiled. I built rapport with the students. I followed the curriculum. I used the materials I always keep prepared. The result: the students were engaged. They participated. They learned. They succeeded. And to them, it was just another great day at school. The next day, I arrived at school thinking everything was finished. But that's when I learned something surprising. The teacher I covered for was upset. Not because students misbehaved, not because learning was lost, but because she felt I didn't follow her process. Instead of speaking to me, instead of asking questions, instead of collaborating like professionals, she went straight to the principal. What she didn't realize is this: reputation matters. And professionalism leaves a trail. The principal already knew my work. She knew my consistency. She knew my dedication to students. So she did something simple. She asked the assistant how the day went. And the answer was clear. He was organized. He was calm. The students loved the lesson. When I heard what happened, I didn't get angry. I didn't argue. I didn't gossip. I didn't defend myself emotionally. Instead, I did what professionals do. I gathered the paperwork, made copies. I wrote a clear explanation of what was taught and what students completed. Calm, clear, confident. Later, the principal looked at me and said, "Ignore it. I know who you are. She will come and apologize." And in that moment, something powerful became clear. When you do your job with excellence, your work speaks for you. You don't need to shout. You don't need to explain yourself. Your professionalism becomes your voice. So here's the lesson, not for one person, but for every educator, especially new teachers. If your classroom isn't organized, don't criticize someone who brings order. If you didn't leave plans, don't blame the person who saved the learning. If someone steps in and shines, be grateful, not threatened. And above all, respect the experience of those who walked the path before you. Teaching is not a competition. It's not about ego. It's not about control. It's a responsibility, a calling, service to students. The moment pride takes over, growth stops. At the end of the day, professionalism wins, integrity wins, teamwork wins, and truth always rises to the top. So to every teacher watching, stay calm, stay prepared, stay professional. Do your best even when others don't. Because your actions, your consistency, and your dedication to students will always speak louder than anyone's complaint. And that is the real lesson. The morals of the story. Professionalism speaks louder than complaints. Respect, experience, and learning will follow. Ego divides, professionalism unites. When you stay professional, truth rises. Great teachers build, never blame. Excellence leaves no room for excuses. Calm actions, silence, loud criticism. Teaching is service, not competition. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.